Tavy makes an announcement saying that she is in her villain era. She is going to be the new villain. Tavy and Koldkilla don't really see it for each other, and Koldkilla makes it clear that Tavy is not her friend, that's Fania's friend. And Fania responds seemingly to Tavy, saying that wanting to be a villain in your grown age is crazy when you were, before this era, talking about the villains. Yikes.
I came back extra hard because y'all mother Tavy can't fight. I ain't never here in my whole life. And y'all know I've been here for a minute now. What? Get on baddies and get beat up? What? That shit is new to me. So I had to come back like, what? Beating you up. I can't wait for it to drop. Because I ain't take no L's this season, I promise you.
What's going on, people? I am Wesley from A-Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, I have been doing YouTube since 2005, and it is now 2025. And guess what? We have over 100 million views on this YouTube channel. So clap it up for that. Clap it up for that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But yeah, BGC and A-Connection TV are synonymous. And if you don't know, now you know. And now we run it over into baddies because without BGC, there would be no baddies. I like Tavy. I think Tavy is dope. Okay, I did an interview with her. Check that interview out. It's in the interview playlist right below. I believe it's, well, if you go to the homepage, it's in there. And when I met Tavy, Tavy had a very honorable, humble, mature disposition, right? It was a vibe that was kinetic, and she was just so cool to be around, right? She talked about being a chef. She talked about the issues she had on the show. She talked about some personal stuff that was going on when she came to the house. And it was just a connection, like human to human kind of rapport, right? It's a different vibe that I'm seeing from her in the Baddies USA era. The vibe that I'm seeing from her now is one where, and this is my own interpretation, we can adopt similar connections despite our differences. Tavy, if you watch this, it's all love, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying, right? The vibe that I'm getting from her now is one where it's like multi-layered. She got a taste of it already. So she cool, and she sees the potential and where she could go, right? With that potential where she can go, I think and I feel like she's solidifying her position by strengthening a more natural human-to-human interaction with Natalie. Being on Natalie's side, and maybe, let me be clear, maybe they have had great moments of, like, you know, human-to-human decency, right? And to be honest, we can see those kind of interactions on Baddies Africa. Let's be clear. Every single altercation, just damn near, that Tavy got into it with Lex, Natalie was there making sure Tavy was fine, walking her to her room, trying to get her souped up to go out, getting her stuff for her face, all of that. We see that on camera. Now, I can only imagine the amount of moments that these two had, or that she has had with Natalie, to where Natalie either feels for her, feels bad, understands, want to make sure she's good, kind of vibe. And if I'm Natalie and I have someone that is pouring into me and I'm pouring into them off camera, whatever that might be, that could be a cool situation where I could be like, all right, yo, this girl tough. She bad. I could get her to be on my side. And I rocks with her. I understand what she's going through. I want to make sure she's solid, right? And then on the flip side with that, Tavy, like, yo, this the boss, man. She really giving me a shot. She caring about me, damn my face. She making sure my face is good, blah, blah, blah. Like, I rocks with her. And I understand her perspective on what she's saying about these ladies. I get that, right? Hopefully y'all can adopt similar connections despite our differences. So with that, we don't see majority of that I just displayed or relayed to y'all. We don't see that. So we don't even think like that. All we see is, you know, chinnians and people riding and blah, 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 blah. And then we see the villain, the mean girl, Natalie, talking to these girls kind of crazy and blah, blah, blah. But let's be clear, Natalie never talks to these girls the way Jocelyn talks to the chicks on the cabaret show. Never that. And I think Jocelyn gets way more respect for downgrading and disrespecting and dogging these girls out to their face. And Natalie is considered the arch nemesis, but she's pouring more money into these. Like, I don't understand how that works. I really don't. And if y'all could really like make that make sense to me, because Jocelyn be dog walking these bras, like dog walking, and everybody, oh my God, Jocelyn, we love Jocelyn. Like that, I don't know what that is for me, but I feel like Natalie puts the Baddies women in a better position to make money outside of the show, because we don't see any. I don't see any of the Jocelyn Cabaret girls with numbers, followers like the Baddies, or all over the place like the Baddies, or you know what I'm saying, or talked about remotely like the Baddies. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, my bad. Maybe I should get more. No, I'm not gonna get into that show, but maybe I should. I don't know, but I'll let y'all have that. And so it's like, I get it from a perspective, from many perspectives. I get it. I get Tavy's disposition that she had on my show. I understood her then. And I couldn't, to a certain degree, kind of figure or see her trajectory now in Baddies USA. So going back to it, she wants to solidify that she's down for Natalie, because, you know, a lot of these women don't have it like that. And they want to secure that, whatever that is. So I'm going to make sure I'm riding with her. I see her point. I understand her. She cool with me. I'm cool with her. I'm going to ride with her. People like to pick on her. People like to talk about her. People like to use her. Whatever Tavy's giving herself to be like, yeah, I can see that. Right? And so that's a change trajectory, number one. Not to say that she wasn't giving that on the interview, but I'm seeing more of that now. More so than Africa. Boom. Outside of that, she could have possibly been like, damn, I've been... You know, that shit with Lex is crazy. Like, I don't normally lose fights. I'm not really trying to do that this particular season. Like, I got to do better. I got to come harder this season. You know what I'm saying? We talked about her training and doing some things, although she said she would never give it away what she's doing. But if she was, we talked about that. And I'm like, okay, boom. So she want to come on with more of a presence, more of a, nah, you're not playing with me kind of mentality. Like, I'm going to eat you up kind of mentality. And now we got tesehki on the show. You know what I mean? Like, tesehki is respected in the Baddies world, in the Baddies atmosphere. Tesehki is that. So, boom, we got tesehki, we got Chrisean, we got the OG BGC girls. Like, all right, come on, I got to come with it a little bit more this season. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that, is trying to figure out what the storyline gonna be. Like, what am I bringing to the table this time? Who do I have an issue with this time? Because let's be clear, we have to have an issue with somebody in order to be on the show, because, you know, issues don't naturally form to where it can carry a show, which is why Baddies Africa was as trash as it was, because a lot of the instances there wasn't a lot of pre-made beef or pre-existing beef. And so, boom, like, what can my storyline be? How can I stretch this along? Because I want to make sure that every season of Baddies, I'm on it, right? And so, boom, I'm with my girls, Fania. I with her girl, Koldkilla. We got some new girls in the Jones. I could get to know them, see what they flavor is like. But we still got the big three, and we're gonna see what that's gonna give, because all season in Baddies Africa, it gave a lot, right? And so, boom, naturally, we don't see a lot of fights with Tavy and Lex, and I'm happy for that. We see a once-over kind of fight, and I'm hoping that it's one and done, in all honesty. But from my recollection, there aren't a lot of fights between Lex and Tavy, right? And Tavy was on there talking about Lex is quiet, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if that's when Lex ran it with her and she fell on the ground. She's like, oh, bitch, you said I was quiet online? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because these girls was on live every day, and because they was on live, it was creating more beef. Whoever thought to keep the girls to keep their phones is smart. They should have kept their phones, because, baby, it was keeping the beef going. And the fans is egging it on extra. So she like, big three quiet with the woo. And now, boom, new storyline pops off with Tommie. I want to know what the hell happened with Tavy and Tommie. and why that even became a thing. I want to know if is it because Baddies Africa? Is it because Tommie was talking like real nasty to people? Because, you know, Tommie can do that sometimes. But it seems like her storyline is running into Tommie and Nunu. And in my mind, I'm curious. I don't know what happened with them. What happened with Tommie? What happened with Nunu? Who else did she fight? Tavy fought a couple people. But I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Tommie and Nunu. So new storylines is great. All the while, her and Fania still seem to be cool. All the while, Fania, Koldkilla, and Tavy still seem to be cool. But Koldkilla like, nah, that ain't my friend. Nah, that's not my friend. And so through Baddies USA, the fans have been whispering and shouting out loud, actually, both, that Tavy is a D rider. Tavy going against Tommie, so we don't like her because Tommie's a fave. Tavy is going against Diamond, and we don't like her because Diamond's a fave. Tavy held Diamond down so that Natalie, I think that's really where it started. Tavy holding down Diamond so Natalie can with her. That was crazy. And it seems like Tavy does not care and did not care. That's the insane part for me. Because I feel like if Tavy did not do that, she probably wouldn't be getting as much hate as she's getting right now. Maybe Tavy doesn't care. I don't know. But you know what's been a burning conversation between all these women? Let's just say between Tavy and anybody she does not like, i.e. Lex, and Koldkilla is bringing this up right now. Lex brought this up in the Baddies Africa reunion. Like, why you bigging up Koldkilla because you can't big up yourself? You not getting booked. You not making money outside of the show. You sitting here riding off Fania and Koldkilla. They the ones making money and getting booked off the show. I don't know how much Fania gets booked, but Dia said she booked her to come to Bahamas. So I mean, it is what it is. And so now Koldkilla is speaking that same language. You just bitter because you not getting it like we are. You just bitter because you ain't got no effective storyline. Interesting. But then Tavy comes back and she's like, oh, what you mean though? You don't really got a thing for Tommie. I'm the one that got a thing for Tommie. So why you so mad and hard pressed on Tommie? Because you're trying to copy me and my storyline situation? What is finsta go down? Finsta. Finsta. What is finsta go down at the premiere tomorrow? Ooh, wait. And whose side are you on? I ain't on nobody's side. I still think it's effed up what Tavy did to Diamond. But let's be clear. The only one that has beat up Diamond on this show, beat up Tavy on the show, is Lex. So, no one can really say anything else to Tavy. Well, they can, and they have been. But Tavy only got beat up by Lex. So, I wonder what this Baddies USA season is gonna bring. I am so glued in and interested, y'all. And I don't know if y'all are as invested as I am, but I'm invested because I want to see what Baddies USA is gonna give. It just looks so good. They get better and better and better with every season, and I'm here for it. I'm tired of Tavy's face looking like who did it and why. I don't want her face to continue looking like that. All right, so I got a phone call, and I don't know what I was saying, but either way, I'm curious to see how y'all feel about the ladies, Tavy, Fania, and Koldkilla. I'm actually do a poll. Who do you like the best? We're going to see out of the three, who do you like the best? And Sunday is about to be litty like a motherfucking titty. Anyways, I love y'all. Doses.